Hey guys, this is SF and welcome to Random Talk Sundays. This week, for people who've watched my Legend Series video, I did roll a low lady, the mermaid, so I'll be basically farming the library with for her materials, and this time it's going to be Lilith. I did Medusa like the first or second video ever, so why not change up a little bit and do Lilith, and then if I got enough Liliths, then how much do I need? I need 3, and I have 2 low ladies there, so I need 6 in total. So if I got all 6, then I'll switch to Medusa, but we will see. And my team is Skull Dragon for Max Luck. Wait, I'm gonna choose my friend. Let's do. I don't really want to do Hunter King. Let's do Ra. So Skull Dragon, and then Nibelung, and then Dead Rabbits, and then Ra. Yes, why not? So, not much happened. I guess like this week for global is Doom, and then last Friday was Magmail. I think I talked about Magmail on last week's Random Talk Sunday, so I don't want to talk about it that much. Yeah, I did. I even used them in like in the actual video. I used them like a lot, but. Doom, everybody said it was pretty easy, and I think it was relatively easy as well. It's just that I was doing really random parties for most of it. Oh, that's not good. I shouldn't have tried to just hit Dead Rabbits there. And let's just strike shot. I am going to hit the damage walls, but I should be okay. Shotgun. OP, but you know, everybody was using Valkyries and Gabs and Robin Hoods, so that's always nice for them. And what the hell is this? Okay, I hit once. Hopefully I survive. Oh my god, this is a really bad party from the looks of it, and I'm just gonna kill myself and try to do as much. Oh, I didn't kill myself. Yay for damage wall mechanics. I am gonna strike shot and hit all my bump combos. There you go. Holy crap, I can't believe how I'm that bad. Or my team is not that great. Usually with a good team I would basically finish all those finish the mini boss in like 2 turns or something, especially with Hunter King. Okay, next is damage walls. That is a lot. Let's just go side to side. Okay. And clear. Good. So Doom. Oh my god, I'm getting sidetracked. But yeah, he's not that bad, of course, in terms of his dungeon, but he is pretty bad in his actual stats. You don't really see much horizontal lasers ever, except for maybe Oda and Nobunaga, and that's pretty much it. Of course, Reaper Jack has a horizontal laser, but you probably won't be using it that much anyways, and I missed my gauge because why not? So, of course, he'll be back, and hopefully you want to max luck. I don't know if you want to. He's not that hard to max luck, but he's not what you call blind flickable. So basically, you just like flick in one direction and then just hit bump combos and everything will die type of dungeon. You do have to think a little bit, but it's not as hard as like, let's say Avalon or something like that, where you have to like pinch and stuff like that. Okay, boss. But either way, hope people enjoyed it. I had fun trying to practice my Valkyrie mechanics. I have really bad Valkyrie mechanics. I gotta be honest, I'm pretty bad with Valkyrie. I don't use it that often, and usually I just want to bring one of her because because, you know, I don't want to have parties with like 2 of the same OPs. Like, if you have like, because not a lot of people have 2 Valkyries. Of course, you can do co-op and stuff like that, but you can probably say the same argument as bringing a Valkyrie, Gabby, and what's another OP, Benkei, to it. So you can always just co-op for that. So I try to keep it diverse because the actual, in terms of Monster Strike, the actual team itself. Okay, I cleared it. The probability of a dungeon does not increase by a whole lot when you have more of the same monster. It really depends, but like most of the time it doesn't really matter that much. There is diminishing returns for a lot of it, because like, for example, you have multiple evolution Gabbies, then it's going to be hard on you to deal consistent single target damage from the boss. Of course, you do mob clear, like you mob clear a lot, but you know, you only need one of those people, one of those mob clearing guys. So that's why you want some diversity. Have a single target boss damage monster, have a mob clearing utility monster, and then like a support monster, and then like a max luck. Usually that's how I plan my parties most of the time. So for example, here you have the support in Nibelung, and then Mech, and then Skullgiant is kind of like a support because his strike shot can hit bomb combos. You have the mob clear in Dead Rabbits. You have the mob clear in Dead Rabbits, and their strike shots is kind of like a single target damage, so that's always nice. And then Raw for like general single target damage because of her Slayer. So that's how I plan my parties for a lot of it, and I usually like to bring blast bombs because, you know, having that kind of makes a giant difference. Okay, I just missed out on the damage wall, that's why I did that. Okay, Nibelung. So in terms of like like in what role each one is, so Evolve Gabby is mob clear. Ascend Gabby is both basically, so it does mob clearing and the strike shot, and then should I strike shot? Let's just try to get out of here. Ascend Gabby for the mob clear with the strike shot, and then damage, you can say damage for the bump combo. Valkyrie is pure single target damage with her bump combo and strike shot. And what other ones? Marishi is a support type. Daigoku is mob clearing, and not really much for single target, even though the strike shot is okay. So you kind of like, from what I do, is kind of like separate these monsters up, and then in my head I don't really have a giant spreadsheet or anything, so don't ask me for like a giant spreadsheet of what is a support, what is a damage dealer, and I only have 2 for this one, 2 lives, so I need 4 more. So do it inside your head, and then, or do a spreadsheet or whatever if you can't really remember everything, and then kind of have a balanced team like that. Of course, there are some like really OP monsters like, oh, I need to fuse. I forgot that I didn't fuse before I started this video, because when I rolled my legends, which was like 3 minutes ago, like from the start of this video, oh, she's already like 90, that I cleared my box just for those 10 monster rolls. And what's another one that I can fuse? And Leviathan. There we go. But yeah, just like pick and choose in that giant spreadsheet of your monsters, and then you'll have a balanced team. Of course, you have to have the monsters with the right ability sets. And of course, some dungeons don't really need like a single target damage. Like for instance, Avalon doesn't need that much of a single target team. It's more about having, it's more mechanical that way. Well, actually, you need single target. You don't need mob clearing for Avalon, so you might want to rule out something like Zenigata. Of course, it's all mechanical from him, and you can be your max luck monster. So what I usually do is support, carry, like support, single target, and mob clearing target. And then the last slot can be pretty much anything. It could be your max slot, and if your max slot can also be a support, then you have 2 extra slots for it to bring whatever you want, as long as they deal with the gimmicks, and of course have the stats to back up your team. So for instance, Avalon, you have carry, single target carries like Yamato, amongst Ashiro. You have supports in Izumo. I should have strike shot, but I should survive. Like Izumo, who else is there? Lilith for utility. I guess like she's more of a utility thing. More like support utility. I guess like utility support is 1 slot, and then you can have max luck for the last one. If you don't want a max luck, then you can bring any of the other slots for carries and whatnot. So like First Empress is utility. Okay, that's nice. But yeah, there's not much to talk about these past few days. It's only Doom. JP just finished Magma. That was last week. This week was pretty much nothing. It was all at temples, and me not getting any of the berry bros at all, even though the rates were 2 times increased. There is a new series that's coming out. I think it's going to be today when this video comes out. It's on a Sunday. In terms of the monsters, the Hatcher monsters, so Skurd, or Urd, I think that's how you pronounce it in English, but whatever, and Heimdall for the monsters. And Skurd is your honorary Magmel Hatcher monster that a lot of people would predict to eventually happen, kind of like what happened with Penglai with Hansel and Gretel, or Arcadia with Wizard of Oz, or Guinevere. So in terms of, in my opinion, in terms of her viability or like OP-ness in Magmel, it's alright. I wouldn't say she's like crazy OP. The thing that makes her really good is the size recovery. So for people who don't know the Magmel story, the Magmel dungeon is on the first turn of every stage, everybody will get bump combo locked, and of course stats recovery will cure it up. And why that's important is because you want bump combos for the most part to proc stuff. So basically you have to proc a counter to get a defense down and then deal damage to minions that way. And of course bump combos is the best source unless you have to like directly hit the monsters to get the defense down. So that stats recovery is pretty nice, and of course deals with the gimmicks, flight and no warp. I forgot strike shot. I think strike shot is, what is a strike shot? I think it's like drone breaker or shield breaker. So it's not that bad. Oh my god, I should have done something about that. I thought I would have survived. Whoopsie. I should have done something about that. Actually, I should have just like go like really ham into the like, don't bring what's her name, the rabbits, and then go for like Arthur and stuff to make it a lot easier. But I think it's not that much about the team. It's just me not paying attention that much. Okay, I do have around two more runs. I do have a bonus stocked up in my trials to deal with it. All my carriers are pretty much nowhere to be seen. All these guys. I can go. Let's go Hunter King one more time. It's just I wasn't paying attention. I thought Hunter King will. I thought I would survive most of the damage. I didn't really notice how much HP I had left. Either way. But yeah, I don't think Escort is that crazy OP. Of course, it's your best chance to get a Magma monster, in my opinion, because you won't get. Because all the other ones are Zhangfei, Brynhild, and then I think that's in terms of Hydra monsters. Of course, Arcadia is a really good one. Oh, Poison OP, and the instant skip. Thank you. Starting off with HK though, and I'm gonna strike shot with Mech to deal with the mobs. In terms of add-ons, Erd is, people really like Erd for Arcadia, just because strike shot deals a lot of damage. I've got her bump combo. What was her bump combo? Like, it should be something really crazy, because or else people would not really care about her. Of course, Guinevere is still the OP one in that dungeon, so you don't really have to worry about it that much. Oh yeah, it's the Mama strike shot. No, that's not a bump combo. That's her strike shot. But it is a Mama strike shot, so you can use it to get to those corners for those speed boost panels, or the Enfrids that shoot out the what you call it. Let's strike shot again. Oh, where is she? Where is she? Erd. And bump combo is defense up and super blast. So yeah, that's pretty good. Just because you can. Ooh, okay. Yeah, you can mitigate damage, and then you can proc Guinevere's OP bump combo. Some people might say she's better than Oz in that sense. I think Oz is like in a dream team, it'll be Guinevere, Oz, and then Erd. But most people bring Max Luck or don't have all three. But in like, and then you probably, if you want to go like super OP, then you go 2 Guinevere's, Oz, and then Erd. If you don't have 2 Guinevere's, then you'll go for Athena, or you go for something like a Max Luck. There's a lot of no block Max Lucks now. Sima Yi is one. There is the Butterfly Monster Striker. And none of my strike shots are stalling up. Okay, let's strike shot. And I just noticed, oh my god, I was gonna hit the rabbits. Sad face. Let's escape to the top. And then Heimdall is kind of like the joke monster. There's not much for him, in my opinion. Heimdall. Skull Dragon, where'd you go? Let's go strike shot in there. Heimdall is kind of there. No Guinevere, no Wind, no Magic Circle Demon's Bane. Could be setting up for the next Colossal, but I highly doubt it. But meteor destruction is pretty nice. I like it a lot. Like skirt is not bad in the evolution form, which is the non magma farm. Although she doesn't have any no abilities there, it is a bump combo. So bump combo times 2, and then meteor destruction. So you basically get 2 meteor destructions. And then Mech Slayer. For the Slayer, there's no abilities. It's, of course, it's bad that it doesn't have any no abilities, but bump combo 2 with meteor destruction, that's pretty crazy. Of course, they can always stack up on top of each other. In some instances, that might be really good, but in some instances, it could be really bad. And 2 more, so I need 2 more for all of my low ladies. Hopefully, this last one will do it. This will probably be my last run for the video as well. Okay. Last run. Let's see who I have here. Should I just use... Let's just use Evolve Noah, because why not? You don't see a lot of Ascend Noahs because the next series has the last material, which is Lobstar. So that's why you can never have... That's why there's no Ascended Noahs anywhere yet. It's just that I have really low single target damage for that boss up there. I should have switched out my Nibelung for like a Hunter King. But what have you. I'll try my best. Okay, nice. I am going to do a little bit something different in this weekend. I think the video should be up this weekend, depending on my laziness or anything. But I am going to break down the next series in global, which is the lasagnas and the nachos and the, what's the guy's last one? Who's the last one? And chocolate. And kind of break it down, which one's better, and then make some teams for the extreme dungeons for you guys. I think that'll be really cool. And usually I don't do it in like a written form because some people do know I have really bad writing skills, and it takes a lot more work, in my opinion, to write stuff up. Like, it takes me longer. That's one reason. Like, writing that Nirai Kanai blog post took me like an hour or 2 hours, where in video form I can probably talk about it in 30 minutes and be done with it. So look out for that video probably this weekend, hopefully this weekend. There might be some other reasons why I might not be able to get it to you on the weekend, but be sure it'll be up before the series starts. Okay, because lately I've been meaning to do it like in a written form, but you know, just thinking it'll take like 2+ hours and not everybody will kind of like see it in a way. Like pretty much all the people that want to know about my stuff will watch on YouTube and not read my blog or anything. So the easiest way to reach out to everybody is to put it in video form, and then you guys can just listen to it like a radio or a podcast, and you can get all the information. I've done this like long before a lot of you might know me. Like, did it like in the first few series, but either way, let's do it. And hopefully I get 2 drops here, because I don't want to do one more run. And probably save the last ones for Medusa. Let's go up and down for dead rabbits. And I'm also starting like a new series. Somebody told me to beat all impossibles with farmable monsters, including friend. So I obliged to that. I've done some before, but usually it's those like Izanami. Like for Kushina, I did 2 Izanamis and 2 Izanami Zeros. I don't think that's a very viable comp for a lot of people. Not everybody can beat the impossibles. And holy crap, I forgot Demi-Human Slayer. You know, the typical me. Just bring monsters that I think that has the right abilities and don't really care about the class. But one last stage, so it should be alright. And strike shot. Let's see the damage. Not that much, not from like the first run, but that's fine. Strike shot. Oh, that was sad. That was a sad strike shot. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep on strike shot. I don't really care about S-Clear because I probably missed that S-Clear already. Nibelung. God, those. Oh my god, are you serious? Either way, I had to go up and down, but I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Well, that's me for bringing some really messed up monsters in there. But anyways, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.